Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Selling your silver is the most important thing that you will ever have to face when it comes to your silver stacking strategy. Before I even buy that coin that I'm checking out on AppMex, I'm thinking about how I can sell it. I'm always 2 steps ahead. Yes, silver is the safest investment. Yes, you can't really go wrong transferring fake money into real money, but when it comes to selling, it's a whole other ballgame. We are going to break down everything that surrounds the topic of selling silver, and hopefully by the end of this video, you will not have to worry as much, or at least you'll be more prepared, right? Because if you're not prepared, then you're setting yourself up for failure. A lot of new stackers just have this buying mentality and don't really think about how they're going to sell or what that would look like. And the more we look at it now, the sooner we look at it now, the more successful we'll be with it, which in return is profiting. Now I got a couple questions to ask you guys. When it comes to selling, what is your time frame? Are you only stacking silver for a couple years? Are you stacking for 10 years, 20 years, never selling? This is all very important to at least have somewhat of an idea when it comes to your strategy, because if not, then you're aimlessly buying silver and not really knowing which direction you want to go. There's quick flippers and there's long haulers, right? Call them hodlers, which means hold on for dear life. And there's a reason for that, because we're not flipping these coins. We're not purchasing a coin and within a couple of years selling it and taking the profits for another coin. No, we're just buying silver and holding it. There's 2 types of people in the silver stacking world. There's the ones that just look at silver as silver, and then there's the ones that I fall into the second category, that understand silver for its value, but also see some numismatic value, the collectability of the coins, lower mintage numbers, the design changes every year. So I like to diversify. Yes, I still see silver for itself, but I like to protect myself against spot price. And I say that meaning this: if you have all American Eagles and spot price stays $28 for the next 30 years, your stack has literally not appreciated even a single dollar, because those coins are pegged to spot price. But if you have coins like Pandas, Kookaburras, Queen's B Series, Lunar Series 2, those coins will quadruple over time. So you can protect yourself against spot price with some high premium silver or semi-numismatic silver. You also got to think about where you're going to sell. Are you going to sell on eBay? Are you going to sell to your local coin shop? Are you going to be trading? Are you going to be selling on Craigslist? Where are you going to sell? The platform you choose should also depend the type. This will also play a major role in the types of silver that you should be buying. Your local coin shop. Remember when I just said a second ago, your local coin shop looks at silver as silver? That's the direction they go. And since they look at silver as silver, you really don't want to be selling anything except bullion to them. If I go to my local coin shop and I laid a $40 Panda on the right side and laid a $28 Eagle on the left side, I would ask, how much are you going to give me for both of these? Or individually, he would say the same price. There's an ounce of silver in both of those. But then I could argue and say, but the Panda's way more expensive on AppMex. The Panda has a lower mintage number. The Panda's more collectible. He's going to look at me and say, I don't care how pretty it is. I don't care about the design on it. I'm buying that coin for the 1 ounce inside of it. And a lot of people view silver that way. And that's why I asked if you do too. Because if you do, then just stack bullion. But if you don't, then you're going to have to sell these coins on eBay. Plus, you got to think, a local coin shop, he's a middleman. He has to still buy the coin cheap enough to resell it and make a profit. Stuff you got to think about. But when you do sell on eBay, you got to remember, or at least This is the catch, right? There's always a catch to everything. Yes, you can make a lot of money with high premium silver, and you don't have to wait for spot price, but there's a lot of work that's involved with it. 4 or 5 pictures per listing, writing out a description for every single one of those listings. So think about if you have 100 ounces or 1,000 ounces, do the math. That's 500, 5,000 pictures you'll have to upload to eBay. That's 500 or 5,000 descriptions you got to type out. That's so many people. You have to be responding to emails. You have to pay the PayPal fees, the eBay fees. I'm not trying to scare you away. I'm just being realistic, because that's literally what you're going to have to experience. I'm not trying to twist this into a negative thing. I'm just trying to show you the transparency that comes with selling, and that's exactly what it is. You're going to be turning your own stack into your own business. There's another thing we got to talk about, and it's not as it's not as scary. I know some of this might be overwhelming if you've never thought about this before, but that's also why I want to talk about it. Because imagine if I wouldn't have made this video, or if you wouldn't have seen this video, and you would have kept stacking years and years and years, and then you are ready to sell and you get hit with all this information at once after years of buying aimlessly. That's why, since I know there's a lot of new stackers, I try to inform you guys ahead of time about the entirety when it comes to silver stacking, from the buying aspect, the holding aspect, and the selling aspect. When it comes to eBay, like I said, if you have these high premium coins, there's something else you got to think about. If you went on eBay right now and bought anything on eBay, don't you look to see if the seller's legit? Don't you look to see how many buy ratings they have, how many stars they have, how many items have they sold? Don't you look for that? So if you're going to be posting all your silver on eBay, you're going to have some legitimacy. But you can't just expect to dump your entire silver stack online one day and expect people to think you're real. Would you buy silver from some person that has no seller ratings, that just started their account yesterday? No, you're going to think their silver's fake. So what I recommend is you could even start this tomorrow, over the next couple of years or several years until you sell. Just start selling very little amounts of silver. Like 1 ounce a month in 5 years from now could build a very nice, reputable, and easily liquid place to sell your silver when the time has come to sell more. Right? Think about that. 1 ounce a month. That's 12 ounces a year. But if you're selling for if you're not selling for 5, 10 years, you're building a business for yourself. And that shouldn't be enough to, really sell all your silver. Just sell little amounts just to build some reputation on there so people know that you're legit. And that's probably one of the smartest pieces of advice when it comes to selling, especially if you're going to be selling online. You could sell back to AppMex. AppMex does offer, but it's interesting with that because they're very strict, because remember, that's a middleman. You're not selling to the consumer. You're selling to the middleman, because AppMex then has to resell that coin. Just like when you go to a local coin shop, he has to buy it off you for cheaper because he still has to resell it. Whereas if you sell it straight to the consumer, you don't have to pay the middleman fees. So it really does depend, but there's pros and cons, right, with everything. So, you just got to think about this stuff. Protecting your coins, storing it, making sure your silver stays nice, putting them in airtights, making sure the coins that are in brilliant uncirculated condition stay in that condition. Wear gloves, protect your silver in your safe, silica gel packs, dehumidifiers, tarnish strips, whatever it takes. Be as professional as possible. Wouldn't you want to buy from someone that's very professional, that has their coins looking good, that has a diverse supply? You don't want to buy from someone who just, even packaging could make a big difference. You know how many silver unboxings I've seen, or even unboxings I've done myself, where the person doesn't go back to them because they didn't package it well enough? You know how many silver unboxes I've seen on YouTube where the person was like, this was packaged like crap, I'm never buying from them again. And that's serious, because we're talking about silver here. It's very serious. You got to think about this stuff. So yeah, I'm just trying to share all the different tips and things and pieces of advice I've gathered over these last 8 years when it comes to selling. And hopefully all of this information resonates with you, and hopefully I've planted a seed to at least get that thought racing. Get yourself starting to strategize on your selling strategy. This is a strategy at the end of the day, and however good, however finely tweaked and tuned we make the strategy, the better the rewards, the greater the rewards. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. If you thought this video was 1, educational, 2, informational, 3, at least entertaining, make sure to smash the like button. I post daily videos. Make sure to subscribe as well. Doing a giveaway soon. Thanks for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.